do a little breakdown of the market. Good morning everyone, it's the weekend and that means it's time for another market. We're at one of our regular markets this Saturday. As you can see, it's just about getting a little brighter during the day. You will find a little bit of noise in the surrounding area. I have just set up the gazebo like you can see here. I'm going to record a few clips of my setup to start off the video. This market, my setup's a little bit different because I'm on a corner spot, so you'll see what I mean in just a moment. For you it'll be just a moment, for me it'll probably be an hour out from now, but I'm excited for today. We're back here at this particular venue after quite a while and can't wait to see how the day goes. and like clockwork, it has started drizzling again. This particular market seems jinxed with weather. I may not be able to film the entire setup, but I'll show you what it looks like once we've set everything up. So, time for a little update on what happened with that market. After that little bit of a drizzle, I turned the camera off and we proceeded with setup. I set up all of my scrunchies on the big board as well as my satin scrunchies on the smaller peg board, and I'd started putting other stuff out. And all through this while it was drizzling, that drizzle was getting pretty consistent and getting heavier, and then it absolutely started pouring, at which point, after a lot of debating whether to stay there for the day, I decided to pack up. When I had a look at the forecast for the day before going to the market, it said a probability of under 1 mm of rain, which I can handle. But once the downpour started, they were expecting somewhere up to about 10 millimeters of rain, which for me is a lot of rain. Because of the way we're set up, all of our stuff gets wet, the displays get wet, products get wet, and I just did not want to spend the day in all that water. And let's be honest, when it's raining, very, very few people actually make it to the markets, and if they do, it's usually to pick up a little bit of food and they head back out. No one really stops around to shop when it's pouring like that. So after a little bit of a think over, I actually pulled everything down. We walked our stuff across the road in that pouring rain and came home. We were drenched through it all. It was a complete write-off. So that's the nature of markets, I guess. You win some, you lose some. Fast forward to a fortnight later, we were meant to be set up at the same spot, the exact same spot for the same market. So I'm going to take you through what our stall looks like. You've seen what the original setup was meant to be like. I've taken a few clips of what the setup looks like once it's complete. I love this particular spot at the market. We get a lot of interest in our products. We get quite a bit of traffic, and let me show you what the setup looks like. So we've finally set up for the market. Let me take you around, show you what the setup looks like for the day. It's a little bit different because we've got a corner spot. I've just pushed my tables all the way to the outside so that it's just a bit easier to browse through for people passing by. I have trouble with that.
Yeah. Green.
Is that my card today?
I don't like the feeling of wine.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Sure, you can have it. Do you want a bag for that? Just a second.
And is that my card today?
Is that cash or card? Give me a second.
Okay, well, I'll just ring that up. Sorry, give me one moment. Won't be a problem. That's 20. Did you need your receipt sent to you? Come on. Yes, that's $8. Sorry about the wait. Did you need your receipt sent to you? Thank you. So like you can see, the layout is a little different, as in the tables are pulled out to the very end. That way people passing by can actually browse the product without having to step in. And this works because this is a corner spot, and after playing around with a lot of different display ideas over the last few months at this venue when I've had corner spots, I found that this works best. Let's do a little breakdown of the market. Like, you know, I typically take pictures of all the products that have sold before I put them into a bag and hand them over to customers. So I'm just going to have a quick look-see. So top 3 sellers for the day were, first of all, at the very top was scrunchies. All of our sizes. The XLs were super popular at this market. We sold out of quite a few, and I usually just take one per color, except for the blacks, because the blacks and the black, white, and a pink. So these 3 colors tend to kind of move a little quicker than others. So sometimes I take a couple of pieces in those colors, but all of the others I usually take just the one. And we sold through so many of the XL scrunchies, I was actually feeling a little bad that I didn't have a little backup stock for those. Lots of the regular ones sold as well. The satins were very, very popular. The second and the third best-selling product for the day is actually a tie between our bow clips as well as our regular claw clips. So that was very exciting to see. We sold a few headbands as well, though not as many as we did the other 3 products. In all, it was a great day at the markets for us. I've actually remembered to take a little snippet of what one of the busiest sections of the day was like. I usually tend to forget. I get so caught up in it all and I tend to forget to record, but this time I did. So you've seen what the busiest section looked like. And at the very end, we were left with a lot of scrunchy spots actually empty. I had done a couple of restocks of whatever excess stock that I carried, but in spite of that, I couldn't really keep up with the rate at which things were moving. And it's a great problem to have. So I really feel blessed. If you came out to the market and purchased from us, thank you so much. It really, really means the world to us. That was the first market. Next market is a location that's a little new to us. I shop at this spot regularly. I don't know why it's taken me this long to actually get things rolling and set up stall there. So let me show you what our setup for this day looked like. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. The vibes were just superb. I cannot tell you how great it was. The weather was perfect. It was bright, sunny, not too warm, but not too cold at the same time, just pleasant. We had great live music playing not too far from where we were set up, so that was an added advantage. And even though this was our first time at this particular with this particular event organizer, we've been at these showgrounds for a few different markets in the past, but with this particular event organizer, this was our first time here, and I am so pleased I finally bit the bullet and decided to apply for this market. We had a fantastic day considering it was our first day there. There was a lot of interest in our product. People wanted to know whether we were going to do every market from there on out with these organizers, so I am so thrilled we signed up for them. I have decided to go to these markets regularly from now on, so that's really great. It's literally a few minutes drive from where we are, so that's an added advantage. I still have to wake up at the crack of dawn because setup starts really early, and these markets, you've got to be ready to trade by 7:15, I believe. But it was so worth it. The market officially starts at 8, but by 8 o'clock, we'd actually made 4 solid sales. So I was really pleased with how the day turned out. So at this market, our top sellers were our scrunchies. This time around, we didn't sell any of the XLs, in fact, but the focus was more on the regulars. We sold heaps of our regular scrunchies, lots and lots of the minis. I ran out of minis on this particular day, and our skinny scrunchies as well. So I know that our little spinner display is working really well for us. The scrunchies were then closely followed by our bow clips. We got through lots and lots of the bow clips. The little bow clips that we make, those were really popular. And after the bow clips were the headbands. Both the wire as well as the stretchy headbands did really well at this market. So as you can imagine, I was absolutely thrilled. And after that weekend, I'm going to have to sit and work on a lot more stock, because with both these markets put together, I've gotten through a lot of the backstock that I've had as well. So the backstock's running really, really low with the scrunchies. I'm going to have to really push through and whip up a few more, which is fantastic because now I can look at a few different prints and a few different designs. I've been itching to refresh that display a little bit for a while now, and this gives me that perfect opportunity. Winter is slowly coming to a close here, and the weather will soon start warming up, so I'm excited to bring florals, pastels, those kind of things to the display now. So that's what my weekend of markets looked like. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That helps my video get pushed out to more people like you and me that enjoyed this kind of content. And if you enjoy stuff like market vlogs, studio vlogs, and content like that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on that little bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of your day.